Hi everyone, it's that time of the week where we answer your questions from the previous episode of Safari with Brent. So, old Nick, very good to see cheetahs. Do the collars come off at any point? Now, actually quite a lot of you have asked about the collars. Yes, they will. Because they've been reintroduced into this area, for the 2 years, the lion and the cheetah will have collars, but they will come off after 2 years. Lynn Pat would like to know, why is a cheetah's head so much smaller than the other big cats? Well, Lynn, it's to do with their specialized body design for going really, really fast. So their head is rounded to help with aerodynamics. Is that the right word, Vim?
I believe so.
It is the right word, yes. So yes, so for aerodynamics, and their small roundish head obviously helps for them when they're going very, very fast. Monique would like to know, was her last litter successful? Unfortunately not. They actually got killed in a runaway fire. And also the male cheetah's got a little bit of a loose piece on his collar, and Monique would like to know, is it a possible safety threat? No, not at all, Monique. That is also just in case we need to adjust or move the collar, that little bit left over there. So you'll see that on quite a few of the collars. Sinak would like to know, and what African countries are cheetah populations declining? Well, in every single country that they occur outside of South Africa at the moment, cheetah populations are declining. And Sinak also wants to know about subspecies of cheetah in Africa. There is such little genetic diversity between the cheetahs that there aren't any real African subspecies. The only one that's possibly could be considered a subspecies, but even then, that's a real push, is the Iranian cheetah. But you could still take a skin graft from an Iranian cheetah and put it onto a South African cheetah, and it would take. So no real subspecies of cheetah. A lot of people think a king cheetah is a subspecies of cheetah. It is not. It is just a genetic abnormality caused by overproduction of melanin, and that causes those spots to join into stripes. Karen says, awesome, 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 can't wait to see the babies. Will you be doing show on the darted line? Of course we are, and that's going to be a really exciting one. BA would like to know, how do I find the first episode? Well, we'll pop it in the link below, but also just subscribe to the YouTube channel, and every time a new video comes up, you will be notified. Mars54, how protected are the endangered species such as cheetah in these estates? If they are truly protected and learn to survive under those circumstances, how viable would their survival skills be out in the open wilderness? Great vid, love the chat with our experts. They are completely, they would survive just as well in the open wilderness as they do in these smaller reserves. You must remember that a lot of this mimics the same sort of behavior and environment that it would be out in an open area. There's just a fence around it. So in terms of the cheetahs are still fighting, and got to watch out for lions because they're lions there, and hyenas and other stuff like that. So it doesn't, they're protected from people, they're not protected from nature. So they would live a life as they would elsewhere. Fiona says, I know the tracking collars are made to be practical, but they look so utilitarian and drab on such a beautiful creature as a cheetah. Surely someone could snazz them up, you know, like with animal patterns. Well, I think, Fiona, they're very, very expensive pieces of equipment, so I think most of the cost goes into practicality and weatherproofing, and not too worried about zhuzhing it up, so to speak.
I think it's a good idea.
Vim thinks it's a good idea.
You need photogenic collars.
Photogenic collars. Well, this is just a nice one from Love Hasana M. Gosh, are you sure it's only 2 of you doing the production? Between the camera work, editing, narration and sound, along with all the incredible details regarding the species, one would expect a team of 20 or more to provide a work this excellent. Brent, you and VM could give those overblown, overpaid, under-talented Hollywood snobs a lesson in professional filmmaking. Thank you for this wonderful video on the cheetahs. Anticipating on seeing the cubs in the future. Thank you very much, Love Hasana M. We really do appreciate it. We have been working quite hard, but it's all for a good cause, and we really love what we do. Karen would like to know, what's the background of the female cheetah in the story, and all the male cheetah. Well, Karen, the female cheetah was born in Valgevonden Game Reserve in 2015, yes. And then she was moved to Amakosi Game Reserve, which is in Zululand, and she is now and Leadwood. So with the Endangered Wildlife Trust, they do move the animals around to ensure that genetic viability that Grant was talking about. The male cheetah was born on Phinda. Now, just a little fact about the male cheetah: he is one of the biggest cheetahs in South Africa. He weighs 67 kilograms with an empty tummy. That is massive for a cheetah. Lindsay would like to know, how do cheetahs survive in such well-forested areas? Well, it's actually, most of a cheetah's range is a well-forested area, sort of mixed woodland with open patches. In South Africa, the largest cheetah populations are in areas very similar to that, through the Greater Kruger, which is the largest meta population in Africa. And so they do very well in this area, just because of it's easy to see them in semi-deserts and open grasslands like the Mara. So that's why people sort of immediately associate cheetah with great open plains, but there are more cheetah living in woodlands than in open plains. Thank you so much for watching. Keep sending through your questions and comments. We'll have another episode coming out over the weekend, hopefully, depending on load shedding. Also, don't forget to subscribe to paintedDog.tv. We're also going to be doing some hohos, nunus, and dudus this week, so some little hohos and stuff, so keep a lookout for those videos. We've got some really nice scorpion stuff coming your way soon.